Yo guys, Aaron here, and I want to talk about one of the most underrated pieces of Spider-Man content in my opinion. That is the Amazing Spider-Man mobile game. I know what you're thinking, it's a mobile game, who cares, probably filled with like microtransactions and whatever in-app purchases. But actually it wasn't. This was a paid app, so I think it cost like $6.99. Came out originally in 2012, and it was a full-fledged single-player open-world Spider-Man game. And for a mobile game in 2012, this game looked amazing. Like this was like I guess you could call it a next gen mobile game if that existed. But this game was actually pretty fun. Like even the web swinging was actually pretty good, better than most console Spider-Man games that I've seen. The combat was pretty basic, but it is a mobile game, can't get too crazy with all the buttons on the screen. Now this game was made by Gameloft, and obviously Gameloft is a pretty, I guess you could say, iconic mobile game developer. They made a lot of high quality games back in the day when really no one even cared about mobile gaming. And like the biggest mobile games at the time were like Angry Birds, Temple Run, stuff like that. People were just playing solitaire on their phone and calling it a day. But Gameloft really broke the barrier, I guess you could say, for higher quality mobile games with Modern Combat, Gangstar series. Obviously, they were just trying to be clones of like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, but still, they made a name for themselves off those games, and eventually they got their hands on the Spider-Man license. And this game actually launched alongside the release of the Amazing Spider-Man movie with Andrew Garfield. So this was a movie adaptation game, which usually those aren't so great, but this one was actually pretty good. And they ended up actually doing a sequel also for when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out. I personally never played it, but I imagine it's probably the same game with just a different story, most likely. But aside from the two Spider-Man games, Gameloft also did a Dark Knight Rises game, which was actually really good too. That obviously launched alongside the Dark Knight Rises movie. And I think at the same time, the Arkham games are very popular. Like, I think Arkham City came out the year before Dark Knight Rises. So that Dark Knight Rises mobile game obviously drew a lot of comparisons to the Arkham games, which in my opinion, the Arkham games are the best superhero games ever. Especially Arkham City, I think. So obviously the mobile game drew a lot of comparisons to that, even though it wasn't an Arkham game, but it was an open world Batman game. So a lot of comparisons there, which just built more hype for the game, besides just the hype that was built from the movie itself. But anyways, back to Spider-Man here. All I want to say is that these Amazing Spider-Man mobile games were great. I wish you could still buy them and play them. Unfortunately, they're no longer on the App Store or the Google Play Store. I know for the App Store you can go back into your purchase history and still download them, but they're not supported with the current iOS updates, so you can't even play them once you download them, which sucks. I'm not sure how it is on Android, so let me know in the comments below if you can still play them or not. And also let me know in the comments below if you guys actually remember playing the game and buying it back in 2012. Thanks for watching. Peace.